Hello everybody, welcome to Nethack Nights. My name is Casey and I'm here to play Nethack for you as I do a couple times a week here on Twitch TV. And you can also watch on YouTube if you check out the Nethack Nights playlist, or check out the more like BooTube channel. If you are watching live on Twitch, make sure to log in and pop out the chat on the right hand side of the screen so you can come and give me advice and ask questions and things like that. And we've already got great advice coming in the chat tonight before we even got started. Sir Pell was talking to me about the whole polymorph situation that I went through, and I totally missed a part of it that I did not realize. So let's hop in the game, and I think I have everything set up here. And okay, so I noticed after I came back from being polymorphed, I thought I was wearing all my armor, and I was like, I could have sworn that we were at like AC minus 19 or something like that, 18 or 19, and I knew that we hadn't, like, none of the armor that we had been wearing had, like, burst off, like it can do sometimes, depending on what you're wearing and what creature you turn into. But we turned into a silver dragon, and because we were wearing the silver dragon scale mail. And one thing I didn't realize that Sir Pal pointed out to me is basically, if you look at the inventory here, we are now once again wearing a set of silver dragon scales. So when we turned into a silver dragon and turned into scales, and then when we turned back, they were still scales instead of being scale mail. So we really need to turn that into scale mail to get that AC back. And I think we have the Scrolls of Enchant armor. So let's... I went back up to my stash on level 23 or whatever. I'm sorry, I just went away from the screen that shows me. I went back up to my stash to kind of like handle managing a bunch of this stuff. As you can see, my inventory has just gotten like ridiculously full. Okay, so to do that, we want to take off all the other armor, right? So let's take off the... I put the cloak back on right now because we're not in Gehenna where we're risking getting it burnt. But let's see. So we can take off the helm, take off the gloves, take off the boots, and take off their shield. Oops, I clicked the wrong thing, didn't I? Yeah. Wear the shield, and then we're going to read the Blessed Scroll of Enchant Armor. Okay, there we go. So the set of Silver Dragon Scales merges and hardens. We're back to +2 Silver Dragon Scale Mail instead of +1 Silver Dragon Scales. And, I keep pressing the wrong keys. Let's slow down a little bit. I mean, we're not in a risky situation right now. There's a frost giant coming into the room from some, summoning monster scrolls that I was reading before to try to, mollify my god a little bit. Okay, so yeah, we're at AC minus 22 thanks to that, plus the natural AC bonus that we picked up last week, thanks to our the money that we spent. And we actually, I consolidated all my money between the trip that we made last week and last Thursday and the stuff we had in the stash, and we have enough for at least one more point of AC, well, a chance of a point of AC. So let me kill this frost giant. We'll talk about that real fast again, just in case you weren't around. Oop, frost giant's in here. Okay, let's kill this frost giant. The kind of funny thing about frost giants is that I can't actually garner enough strength to lift them and carry them to the altar to sacrifice them, so it's kind of a waste when I kill them. But yeah, so what happened last week? We went to the priest right at the very end of the episode and turned in our money to get another point of AC, but it turns out that that kind of protection racket, people call it, doesn't just scale linearly forever. You can't just keep giving the priest the same amount of money and have it work every single time. So once your like naked AC gets down to 1 or lower, you actually have only a chance of getting it reduced. So the formula is 1 over 10 minus your AC. So at naked AC 1, you have a 1 in 9 chance of it being reduced by 1, and then at AC 0, you have a 1 in 10 chance, and it just gets less and less likely. Up until minus 9, so you have a 1 in 19 chance of it happening. And then at minus 10 naked AC, you just can't go any lower via the priest intrinsic reward. So, hey Sarah, how's it going? So it's kind of interesting. I hadn't hit that point with one of the characters before and donated that much money to the priest. So I'm kind of reaching the point where like the money is going to be worth less. If I can find a priest where it is co-aligned, I can donate more money, 600 times my level, to get like points towards my alignment. But that's all, and to be honest, I don't know what else money is going to be good for in the game, so I'm kind of interested to see how that shakes out. But I'm hoping that with these, well, we don't quite have enough money for two tries with the priest, but I'm hoping at least with this first try that we can get one more point of AC squeezed out of the protection racket, but we'll have to see. So I think I did all the management that I need to do. Let's just double check. If I have any like healing potions, I'm gonna go ahead and grab. Oops. Gonna go ahead and grab those. Just because we can't pray for help down in Gehenna. I'm actually gonna bring this holy water with me as well. And I think that's all that I have for now. There's a curse potion to mix for healing. I'll bring that with me too. Okay. So we'll put those away. And just to recap a little bit, what we're working with here, we have a level 14 Barbarian, AC minus 22. Our strength is only 1802, which I think is a little bit low. We don't have the Gauntlets of Strength, which would be nice to have. But we do have +3 Riding Gloves, which is, helping us gain AC for sure. Inventory-wise, we do not have an Amulet of Reflection. It's something that we've not managed to pick up yet. We didn't find one in Sokoban. We found a Bag of Holding. We have an Amulet of Water Breathing. We have a million darts, which is good. We're going to start using those to fight things from a distance. Blessed Vorpal Blade. Some decent armor here and there. Some speed boots. Shield of Reflection. The fact that we don't have the Amulet of Reflection means it's not quite as bad since we have a one-handed weapon to work with right now. But we do have Cleaver, the two-handed axe, in our bag. And if we wanted to switch to that, I would really like to have the Amulet of Reflection available, but, whatever. Or wait, Silver Dragon Scale Mail, that's Reflection, isn't it? So maybe we're fine there. Still learning some of this high... Oh yeah, it does give you Reflection, okay. So we're good there. I'm still kind of learning like the mid to late game things that you want to keep track of, because I've played so much of the early game, but haven't gotten many characters this far, so... we've got a couple rings that are helping us out. Ring of Free Action has come in handy a few times. Ring of Increased Damage, certainly. Can't complain about that. We have one Bag of Holding. I've managed to lose 2 over the course of this game, which is kind of embarrassing. The Blessed Unicorn Horn, a bunch of Wands of Cancellation that we've kind of had lying around for a while, don't have anything to use for. The Heart of Ahriman is what we're using right now to get around levitation-wise. It can give you a levitation... I guess it's sort of an intrinsic when you invoke it. You have that levitation unless something brings you back down. It has a cooldown because it's an artifact, so you can't invoke it all the time, but it's still come in handy for sure. And then I think in the bag we just basically have... we have Cleaver, which is the other artifact weapon the Barbarian can get. It's kind of a basic one, specific to Barbarians. And, a lot of food, some random scrolls and things that might help us. And healing potions, various wands. Oh, okay, so I think I ended up losing it, right? Let's just double check. Do I have... Hey, Roscoe, how's it going? So I fought a Mind Flayer last week and had a lot of things end up forgotten. And I think I have remembered what identify scrolls are, so I think I don't have any of those right now. But I think one of the scrolls in my loot, in my stash, is Genocide. And I would like to use that to get rid of the mind flayers so that I don't have that happen again. But I don't know for sure if... it wouldn't be the NR9 because we wouldn't have, like... we wouldn't be sitting on 6 Scrolls of Genocide. I think it might have been blessed, in which case it would be this top one here. Oh no, here it is. Okay, it's at the bottom of the screen. I'm just not... I can't read. Okay, so we have the Scroll of Genocide here. I'm going to take us out, and what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to read this and just get rid of Mind Flayers. We've already gotten rid of Liches in this game, and I'm not sure if there's anything else as a Barbarian that I fear more than Mind Flayers, because they have, like, insta-death that's pretty hard to deal with, whereas, you know, Cockatrices, we have Lizard Corpses and Unicorn Horns. A lot of other monsters are kind of scary in terms of just how much damage they can do, but like as a Barbarian I'm a little bit less worried about that than I might be in a different class, so I'd be curious to see what people think if I just deleted Mind Flayers from the game, because they're kind of terrifying. So let me know. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the scroll in the bag for now. And just bring it with me for the time being, and feel free to let me know in the chat what you think of that plan, because I don't want to hang on to it and, you know, end up losing it by accident or something happening to it. But I'm gonna head back down towards the Gehenna, get into that general area. Didn't know purple worms could eat you. Interesting. I don't think I've ever had that happen before. I guess I've mostly seen baby purple worms before, so... Alright, so to do this, to get across the moat, we're going to invoke the Heart of Ahriman, float in the air, and just cross right over. There is a dragon here. Silver dragon. Okay, we killed the cockatrice too. Serpel says, speaking of scary monsters, there was one in this last stream, I'm not sure you noticed because you didn't mention it, just casually killed it like it was no big deal and moved on. Yeah, I mean, at this point in the game, to be honest, there's a lot of monsters that I just probably don't know are a threat. And sometimes I see some and they just don't sound too scary to me, and so I'm just like, oh, whatever, barbarian. And just, especially with the Vorpal Blade, I don't always get a sense of how hard some creatures are to kill. I don't know if I told this story on stream, but I was trying to play a barbarian off stream a few weekends ago, and went on the barbarian quest to the bottom of the Duali Oasis and got to the boss of the barbarian quest, Thoth Amon, and tried fighting him, and I was having a really hard time and just was not killing him. You know, he was taking damage, wasn't dying, and then healing himself, and, you know, teleporting away and summoning really scary monsters and things, like 3 Mind Flayers at one point, and I ended up dying to Thoth Amon, and I was like, why did I have so much more trouble with him than I did like the last 2 times I fought him? And it occurred to me that I've had the Vorpal Blade the other 2 times that I fought him, and just like within the first 3 or 4 hits, just got the lucky critical hit, and you know, got a beheading. So I kind of rely on the Vorpal Blade, I think, in a lot of ways, and it doesn't always let me know like what I should be scared of, because I just get lucky and kill things, you know, really early. So it's probably like a blessing and a curse in some ways, but I have come to rely on the Vorpal Blade for sure. Stripel says there's a couple secret doors among the trapdoors leading to side rooms full of dragons. Oh, interesting. Okay. Do I need more? This just sounds really stupid, but do I need more dragons right now? I'm gonna come back to my stash at some point, and I'm on my cooldown with the Heart of Ahriman, so I'm just gonna go ahead and drop down and keep going down for now. But that's good to know. I'll take a look at the map later, and just seeing it visually will help remind me that it's something I need to pay attention to in the future. I've never been very good at expressing myself visually. I'm a much better writer than I am like artist or you know, diagram drawer or anything like that. but I find that I learn really well visually, which is kind of strange. But I have a good kind of memory for things when I see them visually. Oh, Sarah says she's trying to watch Mr. Robot, but it's boring. I'm sorry. I haven't actually watched any of the second season. I've just been too busy to watch it yet so far. I have it on iTunes, but I haven't gotten around to it. Okay, so we're heading back towards this map is season 2. I've watched season 1 all the way through. I think season 1 did lag a little bit. But I think I was glad when the slow parts were worth getting through, and then I felt like season 1 ended very strongly, so I was excited to see season 2. But yeah, so just to explain real fast, this map looks like it's just been totally unexplored, or at least half unexplored. Part of the Mind Flayer situation was that they made me forget a bunch of floors as well. So going back up to get my stash, I only explored like half the level, because I know that I've cleaned out most of this. But okay, so let's take out our money. And we're going to need, let's see, what 14 times 400 is, math on stream, oh no, 4,800? 5,600. Alright, duh. Okay, so 5,600. And let's go for it. Nope. Alright, we once again did not get a AC point, so that's a bummer, but that's fine. I don't actually know if I have... Do I have a magic whistle and a towel right now? I don't think I have either of those things. Did I just leave them here when I was last playing? I must have. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll take both of those. Oh, right, so my, another fun thing that happened, when I got polymorphed into a dragon, I could lay an egg. So I did, and this is my tame baby silver dragon. That is now my pet. And it's been kind of hanging out here by the back because there's all these pits and things it doesn't really want to walk over, but I'm going to go ahead and leash it back up. Oh, here are some Meriliths. Are these the things that I'm supposed to be scared of? Because I don't like being surrounded by them, that's for sure. Let's actually, I don't know if I remember what a Merilith is. I think I probably looked this up before, but... Alright, it's a major demon, okay. A torso shaped like that of a human female, and the lower body of a great snake. It has multiple arms and can freely attack with all of them. Since it is intelligent enough to use weapons, this means it can cause great damage. Not a fan of that. They're missing me a lot, though. That's good. Having that Faded Paul is pretty good. Okay, well, we killed the Meriliths, so that's good. And here's a Vrock. Is that... That's probably pretty bad, right? This is another kind of major demon. It is one of the weaker forms of demon, actually. It resembles a cross between a human being and a vulture. It does physical damage by biting and by using the claws on both its arms and feet. And Sarah says she's going to put torso of a human female into her Tinder bio. I'm a little bit disturbed that it seems like these things are, like, duplicating. Okay, there's a sleeping trap here at by the stairs, but we escaped it, luckily. See if our dragon does the same. It did, okay. Alright, so I think we've dug a path not quite directly to the stairs. Oh, we can name our baby dragon, can't we? I totally got so excited about just having a baby dragon that it didn't even occur to me. What should we name our baby dragon? Should we name our baby dragon Mr. Robot? So that we're, hip with the times? Also, we can name an Aragon. That's a dragon that has existed. I mean, probably not actually existed, but in literature. All right, we're naming our dragon Mr. Robot. I should probably disclose that my employer has received an investment from NBC Universal. But beyond my compensation, I have not taken additional money in order to plug Mr. Robot on stream. Although, there were Mr. Robot emoji in Twitch chat, like sponsored Mr. Robot emoji, when Mr. Robot Season 1 came out, and I don't know if those are still in there or not. The Taco Bell ones definitely still are. But I don't see the Mr. Robot emoji. If you can find the Mr. Robot emoji in chat, you are welcome to spam the Mr. Robot emoji as much as you want during this episode, or as long as we have this pet. But yeah, I am no PewDiePie. This is a pony. Do we have, we probably have something for the pony, right? Yeah, we can give it a banana. Did my leash snap? Did I miss that? No, my leash is still, oh, it's just eating the nurse corpse still. Yeah. Okay, the dragon's fine. Mr. Robot is finally done eating. He says, yeah, but you're still eating the tripe that capitalism feeds you every day. Or, is that what he's? That's probably what he says. Okay, yeah, we have a path through here. If our dragon will follow us, which apparently it will not. Oh, we have a magic whistle now, right? Let's just go ahead and use the magic whistle. I need to cancel the leash, though. Oh, the leash had already snapped. Okay. That's why it wasn't following us. Alright. Magic whistle. Hey, look at that! That's a really good magic whistle. That's incredibly handy. Oh, the dragon was eating, though. This dragon, always eating. Just like Mr. Robot on the show, Mr. Robot. Our pet Mr. Robot eats noisily because he has no concern for capitalist etiquette. Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't mind it eating for sure. I shouldn't complain because the more corpses that it eats, the sooner it becomes a regular-sized dragon. Or maybe even, can they be large dragons? Are there large dragons in this game? So, anyway, yeah, keep eating. Eat on, Mr. Robot. That's what I say. That's my catchphrase in the TV show Mr. Robot that I star in. I'm like a Mr. Miyagi type figure who tells him to eat corpses so that he turns into a big dragon that can fight capitalism. In fact, hey, I'm gonna summon the dragon right on top of a stalker corpse. The stalker represents the stock market. Alright, there we go. The magic whistle's not working this time. Come on. There we go. Okay. Ah, right. Okay. This is actually going to be a problem, isn't it? Is there a way I can make my pets float? Because because I don't think there is. Although, will the magic whistle just summon them? I'm gonna just fly over and then see if I can summon them with the magic whistle. I think I can. What kind of potion is that? Confusion, I'm not going down for that. I think I ran into that same situation last time on the way going back upstairs. Alright, so let's get to a spot with a few spaces around us. Float back down. Hey, the magic whistle works. Alright, Mr. Robot's coming down with us. We will give him some space to breathe, and then we'll kind of summon the nameless horse. And let's name the horse the other character in Mr. Robot, who is obviously called Android Esquire. And I know in the show, Android Esquire and Mr. Robot fight, but we're gonna pretend that they are friends. This is like a team up, like a what if kind of episode. Oh, Mrs. Robot. Well, I haven't seen season 2 yet. Okay, so I don't know. I haven't met Mrs. Robot yet. Please watch for spoilers. Okay, we're on level 30. We've been to 31. Mrs. Robot is just Rami Malek wearing a big red bow, says Sarah, which is definitely the best possible situation for what Mrs. Robot could be. I cut the worm in half. I made 2 worms. I'm gonna summon Mr. Robot and the Android Esquire. Yes, Mr. Robot ate a longworm corpse. There's another one for you when you're done with that one. Just like your insatiable appetite for hacking, I hope you have an insatiable appetite for eating. Because I know that I apparently don't, since I've been satiated for the last, 400 turns. Oh, okay. Yes. No. Okay. Here we go. I sense a faint wave of psychic energy, which means that it's a Mind Flayer. Is that correct? Yeah, this is a Mind Flayer. So this is the moment of truth, really. I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Mind Flayers. I guess before I do that, I'm going to just very quickly take a look at the page of Genocide. Oh, there's actually a page called Genocide Strategy. Oh no, okay, it redirects. But there is a section on the wiki called Common Genocides. Which, it's just a word you throw around when you play Nethack, just like talking about eating corpses all the time. So I apologize for anyone who's new to this game, but yeah, so this wiki actually does say that Liches and Mind Flayers are the 2 most common sea monsters, apparently. Rust monsters and trainers are also pretty common. I feel pretty good about just killing Mind Flayers. I'm really terrified of Mind Flayers, so I'm gonna do it. Oops, I don't have it out right now. There it is. We're going to read the Scroll of Genocide, and we want to get rid of Mind Flayers. What? Wiped out all hobbits, wiped out all dwarves, wiped out all bugbears, wiped out all dwarf lords, dwarf kings, Mind Flayers, master Mind Flayers. So, are Mind Flayers of the, dwarf race? Or is it just, because it was blessed we got some, bonus genocide out of it? Also, bonus genocide is, not... Oh, Mind Flayers are dwarves. Wow, okay. I had no idea. I always imagined them as being some kind of, like, Cthulhu kind of creatures. They are. They have a humanoid body with an octopus-like head and 4 tentacles around lamprey-like mouth. So why does it kill dwarves? Oh, because they have the same character? That seems like kind of a strange, like, limitation of the game. But I'm not going to complain about the extra... Oh, everyone in the mine town is dead too now, right? So the mine town is just totally wiped out? Is that might be bad, right? I guess I just get free candles now if I go back to the shop. Yeah, I guess there's probably not anything really necessarily bad about that. Everyone in the mine town being dead. But yeah, it's a good thing I'm not a dwarf. I will know that for next time, I guess. So it lets you choose a letter, basically, not an individual monster. Okay, I thought it was like a race, basically, that you were killing with Blessed Genocide, but there's an invisible Merilith here. Uh-oh. Alright, let's summon our pets. Can't get... There we go, got both of them at once. Alright, we're on a new level, we're on 31. We haven't actually explored this level fully yet, so... We did bring our monsters with us, or our pets with our robots with us, right? No, we didn't. They were eating. Must have been eating something. Okay, there we go. Send the dragon away. Try to get the horse with us. Maybe the horse went down the stairs. I can put on... Yeah, if you are a dwarf and you read a genocide scroll and say dwarf, you die immediately. It just kills you. It doesn't ask you or anything. It just... I don't think it asks you. I'm pretty sure it's just like, yep, that's what you wanted to do, so bye. Okay, our horse is down here. I forgot that I can use the blindfold to check that out, but... Alright, let's take a look around. These levels in Gehenna are kind of labyrinth-like, so I apologize for the kind of slow meandering I'm going to be doing through these levels, but I think we're getting close to some new kind of mapped-out content, so... We'll move Android Esquire out of the way. There's a Minotaur, which is appropriate given that we're in a labyrinth. The Minotaur does a lot of damage, but luckily our... I'm going to summon my dragon to eat that. Nope, it doesn't want to. Oh, there we go. Okay. Luckily our health regen is pretty fast, so we can kind of regain that. Hopefully before too much longer. Yeah, see, we're already up at 80 health. Okay. How's Mr. Robot doing with that? Still eating? Okay. And we're at 105, so I'm fine with walking again. Actually, let's take a look while I'm thinking about it. Is there anything else particularly scary on this map? Red Naga Hezro, which I'm not familiar with. Bone Devil is some kind of, devil creature. So the Hezro, I assume, is probably one of the red ampersands. But let's take a look. Yep. The Hezro is a Type 2 demon. Oh, yeah, right, we fought one of these on last Thursday. It's Type 2 demon among the weaker of demons, but still quite formidable. So it wasn't... It was, it could do some damage, but it wasn't as strong as, like, a Minotaur or anything like that. A Bone Devil is attacked with weapons with a great hooked tail, which causes a loss of strength does this thing. Okay, so we should be able to, I would assume we can regain that with a unicorn horn, but if not, we could always slip on the sustainability ring before we start fighting one of those, and that should help. So, just worth keeping in mind. Let's take off the blindfold and keep wandering this, Oh, right. Keep wandering this labyrinth. So, Gehenna, these labyrinths have a lot of these flame traps, just kind of wander, like, that you can just kind of wander into. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take off my cloak, and I'm going to stash the cloak and the scroll that I have, and I don't have any potions out right now. So scrolls and potions can just burn right up, which is, you know, not what you want to see happen. So, and then you can kind of lose AC on your cloaks can burn, and you can lose AC with those. So I don't want to do that. Although it's possible the Blessed Cloak is fireproof, but I don't have it identified as that, so I'm going to take it off for now. It's only a 2-point loss in AC, and I think it's worth just hanging on to the cloak. Okay, we'll give Mr. Robot that corpse as well. Want to keep trying to get him to level up here. Well, if we're not there when he finishes eating, I guess we're not going to know if it leveled him up or not. But I'm mostly... I mean, I don't have a stethoscope or anything. Your cloak won't be completely destroyed no matter how burnt it gets. Right, but it decreases the amount of AC that it gives, right? To the point, it's only... A cloak's only 2 AC to begin with, so... Getting it thoroughly burnt, it would be over. Okay, here's the stairs down already, which is actually really nice. And a lot of... money there. That's good. We actually have enough now to go back to the priest and try again if we want to, but I'm going to hold off for now. I'm sure we'll be going back up at some point, so I'll hang on to these gloves too, just in case there's something interesting. I think the padded glove, I think the gauntlets of strength are always described as padded gloves when they're unidentified, so we'll keep an eye out for that, but we'll just hang on to this anyway for now. This appears to be more labyrinth, and we just managed to kill the Minotaur with 1 hit, which is really cool. But I'm going to go back up, and I'm actually going to create a quick shortcut down to the... we just have to basically break 1 wall, and we have a really fast shortcut from floor to floor, which is pretty sweet. I'll also just break this open just so we have a path over to where animals are right now. Although we can summon them with the magic whistle. And I know that when you burn a cloak or whatever, you can, things like that, you can repair it with scrolls of enchant armor, but I'd rather just save that so that I can buff up. Once I get kind of like, I decide what my final armor is going to be, I can use those enchant armor scrolls to make it better. So, what is behind this boulder? Let's see. Oops, not what I want. Put on blindfold. Appears to be a wolf, so I'm actually just going to... I should have the darts quivered already. I'm just going to try to kill the wolf with the darts. Can push the boulder now that it's moved out of the way. Apparently we had a vampire wolf or something. I'm not sure what's going on there, but... Whoa, I summoned my creatures and something shot a blast of fire at us. And Android Esquire was killed by the blast of fire. So, spoiler alert, Android Esquire did not survive the crossover episode of Mr. Robot and Android Esquire. Or not a crossover, rather. They're always in the same show, but the kind of what if when they team up. Turns out, teaming up, not such a good idea for Android Esquire. There it is. There's a red nag out there. I think I already have the intrinsic for this. Did it actually say in the messages there? Because it bounced off me, right? Yeah. So I could eat that just in case I don't have the intrinsic. I think I'm going to go do that. Okay. I'm pretty sure I have that intrinsic by now, but just in case, it was worth a shot. That's a dead end. We'll go around and bring our dragon with us. We're getting pretty close to where those... there's the Bone Devils. So I'm actually going to back up for a second, and I'm going to remove the Ring of Increased Damage, and I'm going to put on the Ring of... I don't have that ring unless it's in my bag. Did I stash that ring? Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm gonna put on the Ring of Sustainability. And let's just kill this Bone Devil. Okay. Alright, we summoned Mr. Robot right into an Elf Lord. So hopefully we can help Mr. Robot fight this guy. Oh, is there a troll there? We really need the dragon to eat this corpse before it comes back to life. There we go. Okay. Alright, there was a ring there. We can check that out later. Let's summon our dragon every time that we hear it fighting something and I can't see what it is that it's fighting. I'd rather just bring it with me and it can fight whatever that is later when I can be there to watch it in case I need to step in. I know I have not historically been the most careful pet owner, but I'd like to keep a dragon. Just seems kind of smart. Actually, how much money do we have now? Almost 6,000 gold. Wow. Oh, here's the Bone Devil. Let's just. I'm not gonna worry too much about that stat thing, because I'm like 99% sure the Unicorn Horn can fix that sort of thing, and we frequently just kill them before they do anything like that anyway. So. Alright. Let's keep exploring. I don't know if there's, like, what the kind of loot drop value is on these levels, if it's actually worth making sure that we go through all of these or not, but for now it's fine. I'm gonna actually just break through the wall here, though. Just start kind of getting a little more cavalier with the labyrinth. It's good not to just go exploring through the labyrinth with breaking the wall, because it's easy to just kind of like... Oh, there was a trapdoor there. That's good that we have the staircase figured out. Let me turn off my... flux color changing things there. I don't know if it affects the stream or not. I'm guessing it doesn't, but I don't know. Okay, so let's break through the wall here, and we'll go back to where we were exploring. Hezro here, we can fight. If there's any chance of finding, valuable loot on these levels, then I would definitely like to just consider it, because there's some items that I'm kind of I feel like I'm missing in this game, and if I can gain access to things like that, then it seems like it'd be good. Let's kill this jaguar. I think I've already identified luckstones, and I have identified lodestones. I did that last week, so I'm not sure what these could be, but I'll pick them up. They're pretty heavy, apparently. Huh. We are also carrying a lot of wands that we're not using right now. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I've identified positively that those are the ones I have in my inventory, luck stones. There's probably flintstones or touchstones, which I don't think I really care about that much. So I'll just leave them for now. Let's keep looking around here. A warhorse. Let's take out a banana. Sweet. Got a replacement horse, and actually, guess what? It's Mrs. Robot! Surprise! You didn't think that they would be around, but there must be a teleportation trap underneath those rocks, because I don't have any reason why I should teleport just then. It's kind of mysterious and frustrating. But yeah, the fans demanded it, and here Mrs. Robot is to provide some real balance to Mr. Robot. Because up until then, you know, I'm watching Mr. Robot, and I can't even tell the difference between that and an episode, or the movie, the feature film Sausage Party, which may or may not be also an NBC Universal product. Fire vortex. Okay, so we do have fire resistance. Here we say you feel mildly hot, so we don't need to worry about so much about that intrinsic. But we'll kill the fire vortex. Dig through the wall here and just check out the top left portion of this map. Oh, okay, someone is shooting fire at me. Luckily I have my reflective shield. There's a red knockout, okay. Summon my dragon, whenever it's fighting, Mr. Robot can stop fighting and come eat a corpse. Up here too, okay. Alright, let's go around here. And actually, I'm gonna go ahead and just dig through the wall right here. It's gonna take too long otherwise to get through all of this. The downside to having all these extra passageways is that if we do ever get amnesia, it's really hard to find your way around when there's not like a clear maze. With fewer turns, twists and turns. The more turns we have, the harder it is to find where to go. But having just gotten rid of the mind flayers, that's one big source of amnesia that we no longer will have to worry about. So I'm a little bit more okay with just kind of forgetting amnesia and making it more convenient for us to explore the level here. So. Okay, I think that's pretty much all I want to do here. We've explored the whole level, right? There's like one hallway that I didn't go all the way down, right into the entrance. So maybe I'll run by that on our way out of here. But in the meantime, let's just dig our way through. And we'll make an opening there, and we'll just dig right into that hallway that we didn't go down before. And nothing of interest there. Okay. Oh, no, is that another horse? Okay, that horse was not peaceful. And this is a disenchanter. So this is, and disenchanters are a little bit scary. It's also another candidate for genocide that we did not choose. But let's just kind of see if the Whirlpool Blade, I think our best chance is just to see the Whirlpool Blade will kill it quickly. Yep, okay. And we'll summon our dragon to come eat the Disenchanter, although it does not seem to be interested. Mr. Robot, dinner time. Okay, maybe they don't eat Disenchanters. Is that a thing? Are they too dangerous for them to eat or something? Oh, Mr. Robot was eating something else. What are you eating, Mr. Robot? Is it bigwigs? What is Mr. Robot eating? Oh, here's a gelatinous cube. Disenchanters might not be healthy for magic creatures. Yeah, I guess that would make sense. Did I? Okay, I brought my dragon, but I didn't get my warhorse. There we go. Okay, so what monsters do we have on this level here? We have a Leocrota, a Hezro, a Ghost, some Horned Devils, an Erinice, a Nelfeshni, some Cockatrices, an Ice Devil, a Peaceful Ape, and then we have the Peaceful Invisible Asmodeus. So I think Erinice might be something kind of scary. I'm going to look that up in a second, but I do want to talk about Asmodeus for a moment. So Asmodeus is the second of the demons that we're going to fight here. If you watched on Thursday, we fought a demon called... what's that demon called? Juiblex? It's not Jubilex. I know that much. It's like Juiblex, which I feel weird saying. But Juiblex was a slug-type creature that hung out in a swamp. And it was a really easy demon to kill because you basically just... you wait for it to eat you, and it frequently just teleports over to you and just kind of shows up and eats you. And as soon as it puts you in its stomach, you just use a Wand of Digging, and it turns out anytime you use a Wand of Digging inside of a creature stomach, it just spits you out and sets its HP to 1, and then you can kill Juiblex immediately, and then he also gives you like a deathly illness when he digests you, probably like some kind of like bile or something like that in the stomach, maybe. And you can just use the unicorn horn to cure it. So basically, like, as long as you go in with a Wand of Digging and a unicorn horn, you can just kill Juiblex really fast. So that's pretty sweet. Asmodeus, I'm reading the spoiler now, is the most powerful of the demon princes, who is guaranteed to appear. So he actually can show up before his lair, so that might be what this is. But it says he is no trouble at all provided you have decent AC and cold resistance. But if you're not wielding Excalibur, you can pay him instead of fighting him. He asks for a portion of your visible gold, so it is best to hide most of it, for example, in a container. So he appears before you first, and if you aren't wielding Excalibur, demand that you pay him for safe passage. When you refuse, or if he fails to see where you are, he becomes angry. Like some quest nemesis and other named demons, he will teleport to the upstairs when he takes a few hits. Easiest way to defeat him is to lure him down one level and then stand on the upstairs. But can I just pay him? Is there any reason not to just pay him? It says, like, when you refuse, but, like, is there a downside to just kind of, like, paying him? He does a special magical cold attack. It does 30d6 damage, but it's nullified by cold resistance. So I'm like 95% sure that I have cold resistance. I've eaten some winter wolf cubs and things. Magic resistance reflection provide no protection against this attack. Actually cannot freeze potions in your inventory. That's interesting. So I should have the cold resistance. I don't see why I wouldn't. And, oh, it turns out, interesting. Since he wants the Amulet of Yendor as much as you do, you can lure him to the Sanctum. He will teleport to the High Priest, engage and hopefully defeat him, take the amulet, and go back to attacking you, allowing you to obtain the amulet without leaving the vicinity of the staircase. That's kind of interesting. Okay, the wiki doesn't mention anything about why I wouldn't just pay him some money. But if anyone knows why I shouldn't, I guess please let me know. In the meantime, since he's peaceful for now, I'm guessing that he's just going to show up and ask for part of my money. So I'm going to go ahead and just put most of it away. And I don't mind giving him this much money if he wants it. Like, if you pay him, does he come back later? Like, does he come back for more money later or something? Is that how that works? I have the Helm of Brilliance. I don't know that I would need any kind of skull cap, but yeah, no, let's just leave it there. Okay. Didn't get a chance to see what that was before I stepped the wrong direction. We can kill ghosts really quickly now, can't we? That's pretty sweet. Oh, a peaceful air elemental, okay. A single gold piece. Wow, more money, okay. Another amulet. That's interesting. I haven't eaten anything myself in a while. I mean, I have rations to spare in my inventory, but I'll eat some of these corpses myself. Ring of Gain Constitution, that's good. Yeah, the fact that there was just like a trail of money there around that pit was kind of a little bit suspicious. It's like they're trying to give me money before I confront Asmodeus. Oh, geez, here we go, okay. So I'm going to polymorph trap, but again, because we have the silver scale mail, we're going to turn into a silver dragon. So luckily, you know, all of our stuff just kind of falls off instead of being ruined. So pick that back up. And hey, you know what? Let's lay an egg. We do have one problem, which is that we can't get food out of our bag of holding right now because we don't have hands. So I need to find some monsters whose corpses I can eat. Right, classical lumstern and gems. And yeah, I'm already beginning to feel weak. This is potentially kind of bad. Yeah, Roscoe, I just stepped into another polymorph trap. Can I eat the egg that I laid? Isn't that like... Am I not going to get in trouble for that? Yeah, it might give cannibalism penalty. I'm guessing it does. If I get to fainting, I'm going to eat the lizard corpse that I have, because I do have the unicorn horn. Here's a horn devil. Hopefully it drops a corpse. Nope, it did not. Alright, we're fainting. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to eat at least one of these lizard corpses. Okay, we're back to hungry. I'm actually going to back off because I don't know. I'm kind of coming up on the middle of the map, which seems to be where all the kind of stuff is going down. And I don't know how I put a blindfold on without hands. That seems kind of suspicious, but I'm not going to complain about it. Right, I can't close the door because I don't have hands. Very arbitrary about what I can and can't do, isn't it? But this will wear off eventually, and I can get my AC back to, you know, the 20s. I can't pray to Crom for sustenance because I'm in Gehenna, and you can't pray to your god in Gehenna. So I'm kind of hoping... Okay, the baby silver dragon just spawned, which is good. Although, where did it go? There it is. Okay, that's Mr. Robot. The other one is already kind of running away. Oop. Yeah, I guess I could actually find some food in the middle, couldn't I? I was really hoping to just turn back into a human soon so that I could, Oh, gain constitution. I can't put on another ring, can I? If I take off a ring, will it, Oh, wait, do I have... Can I... Okay, if I can take off a ring... Can I put... Oh, wait, if I put on the protection from shape changers, is it going to keep me a dragon? I don't want that. Why do things keep turning into vampires? Uncle Robot would be good, yeah, you're right. I will name the baby dragon in a second, but I'm a little bit worried about what's going on right now, so I want to focus on this. Let's gain constitution. I don't know if it helps at this point now that we're already weak, but... yeah, we're already fainting again. Pork mummy, we can't eat that, can we? It doesn't drop a corpse anyway. The problem is I don't want to faint in front of monsters. It would be too embarrassing. Shoot. When is this gonna wear off? I'll eat the last lizard corpse. I'm still fainting though. Oh, right. Wearing rings speeds your metabolism. You are right. This is really bad, right? Like, I could... Is there a level below fainting? Is there anything else I can do? I should have left more food out of my bag. It did not even occur to me this could be a problem. Like, that this could be how it works. Okay, here's a demon of some sort. So, let's try to kill it and see what happens. Okay, it's gonna hit me while I'm passed out, which is bad. Let's skip it and just see. Oh, God. Yeah, we're so screwed. The Horned Devils all came over, and, wow. Yeah, I thought I should have stayed in... I shouldn't have hesitated, basically. I should have either committed to trying to find food or stayed back. Like, I should have done one or the other. I can read a scroll of teleportation. But this is a no-teleport level, apparently. So this is probably it for us. There are, a lot of them are going to miss, luckily, but... oh, wait! Oh, okay! Oh, is this always how polymorph works? Okay, so we lost our health, but we switched back to a human. But we are wearing, like, nothing, so we're at AC -4. So they're gonna hurt me a bunch. Okay. And now I'm gonna read... Oh, it's still no teleport level. Oh, it's so stupid. I just wasted a bunch of turns. Oh, crap. Okay. that's it. Oh, I shouldn't have tried to read the I panicked, and I knew that teleport was my way out, but I had forgotten like the thing from 10 seconds ago, thinking it was like a dragon thing or something. So, you know, I don't think I was going too fast, but I could have slowed down more. Yeah, I mean, you know, I should have considered it a little more. I should have thought more about it, and that was my bad. So, oh, that was an epic run. That was so good. That's actually the best I've ever done in this game. So, you know, I'm still not quite Ascension ready. I think I'm just too. I need to focus more and consider everything a little bit more carefully. So, I could have prevented that, I think. Yeah, Relsqueeve points out that I could have tried digging down. I had a wand of digging. If I'd had one more turn to try that instead of reading this second scroll, I might have made a difference. But well, that's fine. You know, it happens. So we will go ahead and take a look. What didn't we have identified that we could have known about? Tansaru says, you went too fast in the way that everyone goes too fast. Yeah, I imagine that once you get past the hump of, like, just being bad at the game, the real killer in this game is just juggling all these variables and remembering what to do and just kind of considering all of your options before you take an action. But so one of the rings we were carrying was a ring of slow digestion. That would have been good. Could have come in handy. What else? We had a lot of cancels. And anything in the bag interesting that we didn't know about? You know, I had healing potions in the bag, but I couldn't get to those. Gauntlets of Dexterity were the ones that we had just found. That's interesting. Oh, starving would have reverted my form instead of killing myself? Okay, if I had known that, I would have just waited it out. I really wish I had known that. Shoot. Oh, that would have been so... That would have been fine. I laid the egg already, and I would have had 12 better AC as a human with all my armor on than as a dragon, but... Okay, well, let's chalk it up. Try to remember that for next time. Dying as a polymorphed creature turns you back into your form instead of killing you outright, so I shouldn't have been so worried about dying. I didn't even want to stay as a dragon, so I should have like just sped up the process and... Oh, starving might not be the same thing. Okay, yeah, actually that's a really good point. I'm going to try to Google that real fast. Starvation is a page. The starvation page does not mention it, but let's actually look at the polymorph page and see if it mentions what happens to you. Sorry, I was on mute. Yeah, so as the browser just says, if you're killed in your new form because your HP became 0, you'll change back. But if you're wearing an Amulet of Unchanging or killed in any other way, such as stoning, sickness, hunger, or touch of death, you'll immediately die. So that would not have saved me, but that is also very good to know. That's definitely something worth knowing the details of for future runs. Because, I mean, I polymorphed into a silver dragon twice that game. Which is, you know, kind of extreme. But that was a game of extremes, to be honest. That was a very long run. First of all, I know we only play for an hour and a half or so, 1 or 2 times a week. But I had been playing that character for like probably a month, a little over a month maybe. I know I missed a few episodes here and there, but still, like, I think we played that character for like 6 episodes. Let's take a look. Check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/morelikebooktube, and let's see. I think Lich Be Gone is the... Because that was when we read the first scroll of Genocide, and that was June 17th. So I was out for a little bit at the beginning of July, traveling and things. But I've been playing that character for a very long time. I'm tempted to go back to a 3.6.1 patch on my own computer, so I can actually give the characters unique names. So I think I'll probably start doing that, actually. And I will introduce you all to a new character of mine on Thursday night, because I actually have some characters stashed on my computer that are kind of further into the game. But yeah, just to review, this was a level 14 female human barbarian, and this is actually... This is an interesting reason to always play female. I normally just have it randomize the gender, but when we were switching to a dragon, we could lay an egg. I mean, there are more than other creatures we could turn into that can lay eggs, but switching to a dragon, because you're wearing the silver dragon scale mail, and then laying an egg and getting a dragon pet, just seems like pretty good. So I might want to always play female barbarian as long as we're playing this particular combination. Our intelligence was severely damaged by the Mind Flayer. Maybe it wasn't. Actually, maybe it didn't get much higher than that, but I guess we were barbarians, so it doesn't get very high normally. But at the very end, we were deaf. We feigned usurpation, and that was the reason why they were getting so many more turns. Was because after I tried to read the scroll of teleportation, I passed out again from starvation. I didn't notice that in the chat messages. So I just got impatient and skipped the round to find out what happened. It's really funny that I died barehanded. It looks like I didn't know what I was doing, but I had the stuff in my inventory. So yeah, we were aligned properly with Crom, which is good to know. We went out, with our god liking us. Fire resistant, cold resistant, sleep resistant, poison resistant, good resistances to have. Could see invisible, we were telepathic, invisible to others, stealthy. A moderate defense bonus. This is basically our naked AC was 1 instead of 10. So that's a pretty good. I'd never gotten that far before in the whole naked AC protection kind of thing, so that was pretty cool. We had extremely luck. We were extremely lucky, had extra luck. I assume extra luck was because of the luck stones we were carrying, but at any rate. As all Nethack runs must end. Well, maybe not all of them, but all the ones I do, for sure, for now, you are dead. So... killed an awful lot of creatures. I'm just taking my time with this right now because I'm probably not going to start a new character this week. So we'll start with a new one on Thursday since I need to leave in about 10 minutes. 1,759 creatures vanquished this run. That's pretty good. And yeah, look at all... we killed 11... We genocided 11 species. And we somehow managed to make all ogres extinct. And did I kill the one Aranyes that was there? Is that there's only one of them in the game or something like that? God, still. A game where I can genocide the Mind Flayers and Liches, in my book, is a pretty good game. And I never polymorphed an object. I don't think I found a wand of polymorph at any point. Well, I had a lot of wands that weren't identified, I suppose, but and then we used 5 wishes, which we got a lot of good wishing early on in the game, even. quick look at the overview of the dungeon. You know, it was a weird. I felt like it was a strange dungeon layout. Like, we got there were no altars for the first 13 levels of the game on the Dungeons of Doom. There's one obviously in Minetown. The one in Minetown was not co-aligned. We found 3 bags of holding, including the one in the 4 bags of holding, including the one in the Sokoban, which meant we didn't get the Amulet of Reflection. We finally started finding altars later on. We got an altar at level 14, altar at level 23, which we managed to convert over to our god, finally. It took us that long. The one at 14 was guarded by a priest that I decided not to kill. We went to Gehenna, we went to the Gnomish Mines, we did the whole Barbarian quest, Sokoban, and that's us. 593,000 points. Not bad. Yeah, I think that's it for now. I might hang out and chat and talk to people for a little bit, but I'll stop recording here. It was a good run. We had a good time with the Barbarian, and it started off kind of scary. You know, we had a few good pieces of luck, things like the Blessed Scroll of Genocide, the Wand of Wishing. Kind of early on, a few things went our way, and then kind of slightly after that, things started to look kind of dire. I wasn't finding things that I wanted and things that I needed. But then it all just kind of started going up and up and up. From there, we got all the things we needed, and managed to get the armor we needed, and all the, the Vorpal Blade really came in handy with the Barbarian quest, for sure. All those trolls, killing them is just really tough otherwise. And yeah, I mean, I've never been that deep in Gehenna before. Getting to the second major demon is, or demon prince or whatever it's called, is pretty sweet, so. It was a good run. If you enjoyed that, if you haven't watched all the episodes on YouTube, you should definitely check it out. Just go to YouTube and search for Nethack Nights. There's a playlist you can check out that all the episodes are on. And you can also follow here on Twitter, and I don't update the Tumblr as much as I do, but I think I might, if we start naming the characters, I might try to start keeping like generic logs, like general logs for kind of like the accomplishments that each character makes it to, and it'll be easier to keep track of if we can give them unique names. So I'll start doing that on Thursday, and I might pick up from a character that I have on my computer, or I might start a new one on my computer, and we can give it a fresh name, and the people, if you're here in the chat, you can help influence what the name of the character should be, and we can come up with like themes, or whatever, however we want to do it. We'll figure that out. So until next time, keep hacking those nets, and be seeing you.